Hi, I want to take you through the different features of Tiny Chef's digital experience, showing how UI UX plays a very important role in the company's digital environment. Through the UI UX design process, there are key features that were developed as a foundation for Tiny Chefs to adjust their business model in a virtual way. Tiny Chefs is a company that uses cooking classes to enrich the lives of children that enroll in their cooking camps. So let me begin. Here I have Tiny Chef's website up, and during the communication process, the owner of Tiny Chefs wanted me to design their product based on the style guide that they already have in place. The first thing I want to talk about is the menu up here on the top in the header. I wanted to discuss it because specifically how organized the look and the feel is. So if I hover over it, this pop-up shows, and it gives the user a definite idea of what Tiny Chef offers, from private birthday parties and events and their in-person instruction, virtual classes, virtual enrichment classes, virtual private parties and events, and they also created Tiny Chef Studio classes. These are recorded class lessons, video instruction, and quizzes. So you have here Tiny Chef Studio classes with lessons and Tiny Chef Studio class catalog, and those are for premium members. They get full access to the whole course catalog. Moving down the page, we have here Tiny Chef's bulletin board. So when I was designing this product, I was thinking about classrooms, and I figured every classroom has a bulletin board. But this bulletin board is unique because it's a slider, and you can promote the different products for when the user first visits the page. They can scroll through it and easily navigate to the different areas that that are that is here inside the slider. So you keep sliding through, and I think that's a great feature. You can add on to it, put whatever artwork in it. It's great for more as a marketing tool, which is very important because Tiny Chefs is turning their digital environment into a shop. Scrolling down further, we come to a quick navigation. And the reason I put this in is because there's grandparents that may use this product for their grandchildren, and for them to access things easily, the quick navigation is a real effective tool in respect to that. You can go to the gift cards, to the store, purchase cooking kits, and so on. Scrolling further down, we have here Tiny Chefs was on the Today Show, and we have a video that new users can go and they get a great idea of what Tiny Chefs does through this video. The video is embedded into the page, and you hit play, and it goes through what everyone's seeing on the television. And I think it's a great feature. You really get a good sense, and it's perfect for the sale of the product that Tiny Chefs is offering. Tiny Chefs also, during the communication process, informed me that they were looking to franchise. So a dedicated form over here that slides out was a very important feature for them as they market their business to bring on franchises. So when a user fills out this form, they they know that it's somebody that is interested in franchises. That's how the form's set up. It passes information to MailChimp, for instance. That's what I used here to MailChimp, and I created different categories based on which form. Um, it's called audiences. So I created different audiences in MailChimp that allows the folks at Tiny Chefs to know what form they're using and what they're interested in. So Tiny Chefs also wanted to change their whole business model and have an e-commerce shop where they would sell virtual courses and lessons as a product, just like in a store like Amazon or even your local convenience store. So we're going to go up here to the menu, and I'm gonna select this. So you can select individual items that you would like to purchase from the drop down menu, or you can just press the shop button, and everything comes up. All the products they sell comes up. So let's go ahead and hit the shop button real quick. Here we are in Tiny Chef's virtual digital shop. I'm sorry, not virtual, digital shop, where you can purchase gift cards, studio kitchen recipe, which are courses and lessons, premium memberships, also Tiny Chef's equipment kits. There's also a nice sidebar navigation here to access the same thing. So these right here, I want to discuss these real quick. The thumbnails or the tiles right here, I created these in Adobe Illustrator. And the reason I use the look that they have is when I was going through the videos of the products that they were selling in their studio class collection, I noticed that there was a black background with a neon sign that said Tiny Chefs. So I wanted to bring that over and incorporate that into this. So I created all these individually in Adobe Illustrator. So essentially, this is similar to individual logos for individual categories. But I want to go into the studio kitchen recipes here, and you'll see how I bring this over into that also into the other products. So let me click on online classes with lessons right here. So we have the online classes and lessons, and we have a couple dialog boxes here, call attention boxes to instruct users whether they're annual or monthly, what they need to do to access their courses, because it's separate from the single individual courses. I had to break it up that way in order to create lessons a la carte in a way. So what happened was Tiny Chefs has themes, as you can see over here. You know, you have Cooking Around the World, Cupcake Wars 2.0. Well, these are all themes. And prior, these themes had 5 to 10 recipes in them. So with that being said, they were selling these for five recipe lessons for $50 or 10 for $100. But during the UI UX process, I was talking to the owner and I was like, hey, we should break these out and individualize these and create more products for you. But also, it would more people be inclined to buy a single product. For instance, they're $15. So instead of somebody dropping $50 on a product, I feel that more people will purchase one, try it out for $15. And that could and it's good for marketing also. So every aspect of this is a shop. So when I'm doing the design and thinking of the UI UX, I'm thinking of a shop, whether it's brick and mortar or whether it's in a digital environment. So scrolling down, as I discussed before, I created individual thumbnails based on the titles of the different categories. So here's the theme, Cooking Around the World. So here we have all these different thumbnails or tiles based on the style guide in the look and feel that the folks that know Tiny Chefs are accustomed to. And I created these in Adobe Illustrator. I have a background in production, so I'm able to create pretty quickly content to be used on different digital environments. I really like to use Illustrator because SVG is is perfect, because with the different resolutions of the many different devices out there, they're always going to look good. They're never going to break down. So yeah, the SVG, that's my go-to. If I had a choice, that's what I would choose. Okay, now that we discussed the thumbnails or tiles and how they were created and what I used, I wanna take a look inside. So now we're in the shop. So we're going inside here, and they have like an intro video that they created that I just put right here. So the user, the customer, they can play this video, get an idea of what it is. It's kind of a sales. You pitch it away. It's marketing, and it's right there for when they purchase. But what excites me is when you go down here, you see these images here. So before, when they were combining all these into themes, you never got to see these images. These are all images that the instructors had created in the class environment, in the camp environment that they were in. So they would create these and teach the children um, on how to create these, and they look wonderful. These images are wonderful. They're high resolution, and I feel that it really allows a customer to want to purchase one of these for $15, and they're a la carte. So you can pick this one, go to another theme, go up here, go to another theme, add it to the cart right up here, because this is a full functioning store. I used WooCommerce. This is WordPress CMS. So I use WooCommerce, and you just add it to the cart and keep adding it, and the look and the feel is perfect. I feel in order to promote sales and with successful sales and the user experience, well, they're just going to tell other people. The whole experience leads to more profits, more revenue, and things of that nature. Okay, here we are now. We're at the virtual enrichment classes section, and this is a section where students who are socially distancing. We have a pandemic going on, and a lot of camps are being canceled, in-person camps, just for the safety reasons, or for safety reasons. They're being canceled, so Tiny Chefs wanted to offer something else. They're already losing a lot of revenue because when they cancel, they do have to return the money to the camps. So when we look at this page, I designed it so the viewer automatically knows what's going on. But if you could scroll down a little bit, this is where they can sign up. It's easy to navigate. You got all these different options to click on, and you can sign up through it. This is through a third-party software. I believe the company is called Sawyer. So they provide me a code to insert into WordPress to create all this functionality. And it looks great. It brings in all the styles that I use. It was really seamless. And if it's seamless for me to use, I imagine it's going to be seamless for the customer to use also. There's much more to the Tiny Chef's UI UX experience. I'm just giving you a brief overview of the things that I was considering when creating this. Oh, I created this image also using a photograph in Adobe Illustrator, bringing in one of the graphics in the same style. So yeah, so if you want to go to the site and click on it, it's in the portfolio, and just scroll around, you'll see that it's really easy to use. It's fully responsive. I did use the WordPress CMS with WooCommerce, and it functions just like a store. So it really changed our business model, creating revenue where I think that they really didn't have an understanding of. So as a UI UX designer during the communication process, I shared it with them, and they were on board with developing this. So here's Tiny Chefs. I appreciate you watching the video. Thank you.